Ladies and gentlemen, as you can tell by the man standing in the middle, we are going to review Ishak's special legendary weapon. Now, this weapon is so big, it doesn't even fit on the screen, so it's probably by far the biggest weapon in the game. He needed a lot of love. He still does. He's not fully complete, but we're going to go through that in this video. I'd just like to say, I don't say this often, but I do have a Discord server. There's quite a few subscribers in there, so if you want to join it, feel free to. You can talk to me. There's some friendly banter and some nice people in there regarding like Helix Rift events and just stuff like that. It's just quite a nice atmosphere to be in. So yeah, if you want to join the Discord server, link is below in the description. So yeah, feel free to. You're more than welcome. Right, so Ishak with his absolute ginormous weapon. Let's take a look at it. So right, if we look here at the gear, the Vizier's eye. Stats look very, very, very good. So let's take a little look at it. So let's go to the eye. So right, weapon damage 3.4 to 4.3k. So massive, massive improvement. Obviously, the only other weapon he could wield, which was T5, was the spear, the Exo spear, or whatever they're called, Marmaden spears that you could get from the Helix Rift events. So it's really nice for him to obviously have his own weapon now that he can equip. Weapon speed is 1.5, so it's a bit slower, but it gives him a nice bit of defense, nice critical chance and critical bonus, nice dodge increase. Now, his lethalticity is increased by plus 50. For me, this should double. And I'll go into why. It's just purely the fact that he hasn't got any T5 armor. And he's one of them heroes that they've not, I don't know if they know what they're doing with him yet. And it's still the case, I think, with this weapon. I think they should have given him a nice extra little bump in his lethalticity just to make him assassinate that little bit easier. But the miss chance is only 2%, so a very, very accurate weapon. If you look here, it's got a couple of abilities. Gives you an extra assassination charge. No big whoop, because to be fair to his lethalticity isn't the best. And his swipe gets a cooldown, so it's just a shorter cooldown. So it means you can fire this off longer, more often in longer battles. So right, let's go into it. Let's take him out. So as you can see, he's still missing that T5 armor. He's the only assassin in the game that carries heavy armor, and they've obviously not catered for that. So he unfortunately does go. Yeah, he's a little bit lackluster in that, but it is what it is. With the boots and the weapon, he's now got plus 115 extra lethalticity. So it does boost it a little bit, but we're going to take him in. This was the same mission I took him in when I did my last video. So we're going to, on him, so we're going to go in, see what he looks like. So I'm looking forward. The throwing knife ability on him is absolutely amazing. He still looks absolutely sick. He's one of the best looking heroes, like meanest looking heroes in the game. As you can see, his agility is not great. Why? Because he's got heavy armor. So for an assassin, he's not like the Ezio's and the Altairs and that can fly around the map. He's just not got that. So right, if we go here, as you can see, he still only has an 84% chance to assassinate this enemy. Now, he is only level 46. This can improve. There's no extra training in him. But his lethalticity does suffer because, as I said, they don't know whether to make him like a really hard-hitting hero or an assassinate or like an assassin. So it is a bit strange, but it's better than it was. So we're going to go in. We will get a cheeky little assassination off on him. Right, lovely. Done that. Lethalticity is increased. Right, now this is where we get ambushed. But unlike most assassins, he can hit more than one enemy at the same time with his swipe ability. So, because of the weapon, we've now got cooldown on it, so we can get it off more often, which is quite nice. But you're going to see the power of the throwing knife here. I mean, that crit, wow, just throwing knife, just done 8.5k damage. He's done. He's in the bin. This one here, right, so without it critting to an enemy with that armor level, it does 3.6, so 3.6k damage. So we can get the swipe off here because it will do both enemies. That's a lovely little bit of damage. And down he goes. Right, so he is absolutely just melted all them. So when it comes to hard hitting, he's still very, very, very good. Let's go up and take this enemy out. Right, it'd be nice if they could actually... There you go, look at that bleed damage. There you go. 2 ticks of bleed damage. One was slightly higher than the other, but it is just such a massive improvement. It is just night and day. We'll take Yusuf in here because there's no way he's going to get over that trap otherwise. Let's just carry on here. But it is nice to see him get a buff. He just needs that armor. I mean, his agility suffers because he is a heavy armored character. So give him a T5 armor that bulks his defense up and gives him a nice health pool, because obviously he's not designed to fly around the map, but he isn't. He's got heavy armor. He's not that type of assassin. But here we've got a lovely little lethalticity chance here, 95%. Only 90 from the concealed location. That's obviously because they're taking into the dexterity as well. But we're going to throw a knife this fella. Didn't crit, still done an absolute massive lovely bit of damage. And now damage 100, so he's now going to do 225% damage over 6 ticks worth of bleed. But some of these heroes are just so flaky, they don't even need it. There you go, he's just absolutely throwing knifed him to death. So this is a massive improvement on him. He still needs a lot of love. As I said, he still needs the T4, T5 gear, like armor wise, but once he gets that, oh, he's going to be a bit of a beast. I'm not going to lie. His damage output, as I said, this is what was with him. He's not one or the other. You know, for me, they kind of got their wires crossed. They didn't know what to make him and kind of just didn't make him proficient in anything. But this weapon has given him like a new lease of life. This weapon has just made it to now the point where he is dealing very, 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 very good damage. So let's get that throwing knife off on there. I mean, he's with the throwing knife and the initiative, and then his next attack. Not many enemies are hitting him. So what we're going to do, mission complete. I was going to quickly exit out of that so I didn't have to use a health potion. But we'll take him into mission 28. These have got some very stacked enemies, and it'll just be nice just to see how the bleed damage works off high scaled enemies, because at the minute we're doing a throwing knife and then instantly killing them, so we're not really seeing what his throwing knife ability damage does. So let's take him into here. Let's just edit team and heal him up. Let's go over here, heal him up, so we can take him in as far as we can go. Right, Yusuf is still fine for this. We'll use Yusuf to get over the first bit, and then we'll go hammer and tong on the rest of the enemies. And what we'll do is we'll give we can use Alvero's ability as well to give him a slight boost. Obviously there are better boosts you can probably give him, but you know, Alvero's in here. Just see what he's like with a little bit increased in attack for a little bit longer. Right, so wait for Yusuf to get this fella down. Right, could have thrown knifed him there, but it don't really matter. It's not about you, Yusuf. Right, so let's just go in normally. So now we could assassinate him, but we're going to jump down. Now, as you can see, he's lethal. He's not a great assassin. You know, he's not going to get you out of trouble assassinating people. He can probably do it here and there. You know, if you want to take a chance at this assassination, you can. If it fails, he can deal a lot of damage. He can tank a little bit more than your average assassin, but not a hell of a lot. But we'll jump down and hit him here. Get the throwing knife off. Get this ability off now. He's down. Like he didn't even get to touch me. He really didn't get to touch me. So right, let's go through here with him. Right, so that's 3,900. Right, we should see some nice bit of bleed damage here. There you go. Look at that critical bleed, 2.5k, and then followed by 1.2k as well. Boom, done. Like his weapon has just made him so good, so good. There you go. Look at that. He's just literally melting people. So what we're going to do for a little bit of fun, let's give him Alvero's ability. So now he is sitting at 25% extra attack. So let's enjoy this for 15 ticks and see how he gets on. Obviously there are bigger boosts. Domingo's is a bigger boost, Mario's is, but it doesn't matter. It's just to show what he's like with a little bit of a boost. Right, let's jump down here. Look at that, 6.2k crit. Throw a knife into him. Do the pair of them now. I mean, I should have used the throw knife on him really, but he's just melting people. I mean, this is region 5. He'll probably fail this, but I don't care. I honestly do not care. We'll just see how far we can get. Yeah, he's failed it. It's fine. He's going to come up and hit me, but that's fine. Throwing knife out. Look at that damage. 7.7k damage from a throwing knife. That's like most fights you're getting that off and it's instantly done. Done and dusted. And there you go. He's just an absolute wrecking machine. And with T5 armour, he would be a serious force to be reckoned with. He really would. Look at the bleed damage coming off. The only thing that lets him off, there you go, the bleed damage just completely wiped him out. Now, we'll save the fact that we don't want to see Ishak die, so I'm not going to go into this next fight and just let him die. But he is just a monster now. He really is. It's so nice to see like how much a weapon can just really improve a hero. And as I said, once he gets that T5 armour, he's going to be an assassin that you can take into a mission that has the odd assassination chance. His lethality isn't the best. I would have liked to have seen it bumped up a little bit in the with the weapon, just to make him a bit more proficient in it. But he just hits like a truck. He really does. I mean, that throwing knife with the bleed on it as well, you're getting that off against most enemies, especially when going into a fight. So you take less damage because you're getting the first hit in more, well, guaranteed with the throwing knife. And then by the time you've activated your other abilities, you've melted them. And if that doesn't get them, then the bleed damage does. So yeah, really, really happy with the improvements they've made to this hero. It's great to see him get a buff because he looks awesome. He really does. So the next time he's in a Helix Rift event, I will look forward to playing him. I just wish that they'd just make an armour for him so that we could just have him completely T5'd out. And that would be absolutely amazing. But thanks for your time, everybody, today. As I said, well, not as I've said, I've not said it yet. Hit that like button if you've made it this far. Consider subscribing if you are new. And take care of yourself. Good night, Assassins.